Hi all, according to recent survey, these are the top 10 issues for American voters. Inflation is #1 issue. Let's be honest, America. Remember that time you checked your bank account after buying groceries? Felt a shiver down your spine? Yeah, that feeling. That's the I feel poor blues, and it's playing on repeat for a lot of us. The money's going out faster than it's coming in, and that dream vacation, looking more like a staycation with instant ramen. Now, here's the kicker. It's not just a feeling. There's cold, hard data backing up this collective sense of pain. We're about to dive deep into the data, the nitty-gritty numbers that explain why America's feeling the squeeze. Alright folks, time for a reality check. First up, inflation. Remember when $1 used to buy you a decent cup of coffee? Those were the days. Now thanks to inflation running hotter than a jalapeno eating contest, that same dollar barely gets you a sniff of the good stuff. As of July 2024, the inflation rate in the United States is at 2.9%. Inflation remains a concern for many Americans, particularly in categories like food, where prices increased by 2.2%, and shelter, which saw a 5.1% rise. Certain services, such as motor vehicle insurance, saw a significant jump in costs with an 18.6% increase over the past year. We're talking about everything from gas to groceries. Unemployment is also rearing its ugly head. As of July 2024, the unemployment rate in the United States is 4.3%. This represents a slight increase from previous months, reflecting ongoing challenges in the labor market. Here's the thing about economic hardship. Well, it's about real-life consequences, about dreams put on hold and tough choices made at the kitchen table. When inflation soars and wages stagnate, something's gotta give. And that something is usually your standard of living. With gas prices through the roof and airfares more unpredictable than a toddler on a sugar rush, that trip might be turning into a staycation. Groceries are more expensive, gas is draining our wallets, and even a simple dinner out feels like a luxury. The worst part? This constant financial pressure takes a toll on our mental health. The stress, the anxiety, the feeling of being trapped, it all adds up. What do you think? Does the issue resonate with you? Please provide your comments if you also feel the same. Election 2024. Will your wallet choose the winner? Let's talk politics, shall we? Because let's face it, the economy is always a hot-button issue in any election. And with the 2024 election looming, you can bet your bottom dollar, which isn't worth as much as it used to be, that the economy will be front and center. Think about it. Every time you fill up your gas tank, every time you wince at the grocery store checkout, every time you have to say no to something you want because you simply can't afford it, that's the economy whispering, or maybe screaming, in your ear. The question is, who will address it in a way that resonates with voters? Who will convince you that they have the solutions to ease the financial burden, to bring back a sense of security and prosperity? One thing's for sure, the 2024 election won't just be about policies and ideologies, it will be about pocketbook issues. Before we proceed and look at the possible solutions, a humble request. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. It means a lot to us. Housing remains a significant contributor to inflation, with shelter costs rising by 5.1% year over year. This includes a 5.1% increase in the cost of renting a primary residence, and a 5.3% rise in the owner's equivalent rent of residences. It's the feeling that things you once took for granted, little luxuries or everyday essentials, have slowly but surely crept out of your financial reach. Maybe it's that weekly takeout meal you used to enjoy, or the subscription box that brought you so much joy and clutter. Perhaps it's the gym membership you can no longer justify, or the weekend getaways that have become a distant memory. Whatever it is, it's a tangible reminder of the erosion of our purchasing power. And while economists might not have an official metric for the "I used to be able to afford that" index, it's a feeling that resonates with millions of Americans. Beyond the statistics, stories from the ground up. Numbers are one thing, but they can sometimes feel cold and impersonal. They don't always capture the human cost of economic hardship, the real-life struggles of everyday Americans. So, let's put some faces to the statistics. Let's hear from the people on the front lines of this economic battle. Meet Sarah, a single mother of two working 2 jobs just to make ends meet. With the rising cost of childcare and groceries, she's constantly struggling to keep her head above water. Or how about John, a recent college graduate saddled with student loan debt who can't find a job that pays a living wage? Their stories, and countless others like them, paint a stark picture of the challenges facing millions of Americans. Can we fix this? A glimmer of hope, maybe? So where do we go from here? Here, what can be done to resolve the problem? Here's how the US can reduce inflation in simple terms. Number 1, by raising interest rates. That means making borrowing more expensive, slowing down spending. Number 2, by cutting government spending, which reduces overall demand in the economy. Number 3, improving supply chains by making production and delivery more efficient. Number 4, by lowering import taxes. Number 5, by increasing energy supply. Finally, it's about demanding better from our leaders. We need policies that address the root causes of economic inequality, policies that promote job growth, affordable housing, and accessible healthcare. It won't be easy, and it won't happen overnight. But by working together, by demanding change, and by refusing to accept the status quo, we can create a more just and equitable economy for all Americans. An economy where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, not just survive.